Hello, treasure seekers and fortune finders, and welcome back to another adventure from AG Coins and Pay Dirt. Today, we are starting a completely new adventure. What are we doing? Well, we've got a review. This is going to be a new series. As we all know, you can find many different bags and rolls and loose wheat cents on eBay. I've often wondered, is there really lots worth buying on eBay? So, I bought quite a few different lots of wheat cents from different sellers. And we're going to do these in a review format, meaning there's going to be a grade on each one of these bags. Now, I am actually trying to pick out good sellers. Now, does it mean it'll always happen? Absolutely not. There is going to be generally more bad than good. But what we have here today to start off is the timidpenny.com. This is a 500 lot wheat cent. Now, this cost me, I think, right around $42.89 per bag for 500. 500 pennies is 10 rolls. So you're looking right at about $43 per roll. Shipping was free on this. Or $4.30 per roll. Not horrible per roll if you consider a lot of the other sellers. So what you're doing is getting a discount in bulk on this. But I'm going to get this shut down. You know the gist of what we're doing. When we come back, I'm going to give you the description. I'm going to give you what we're looking for in scoring, and then we're going to bust open a already busted bag. All right, guys, we'll see you back here soon. All right, guys, here we go again. Now, I did order 2 of these bags. First, I'm going to let you know what we're looking for in scoring. We're looking for a mix of mint marks and dates. A good variety, not all 40s and 50s. So we're looking for a nice variety over these bags. We're looking at packaging. How was it packaged? Now, rolls generally are nice. This was sold as a bag. When we're looking at rolls, we're going to look at the crimping. Was it pre-sorted? There'll be different things we're looking for even in the rolls. We're going to look at the shipping of the product. We're going to look at varieties. Did we get any kind of varieties, whether it be RPMs, double dyes, errors, cuts, laminations, anything that is out of the normal for these? We're going to be looking at the condition of the cents we got. So if we get all 40s and 50s and most of them's in good condition or average circulated condition, that's not going to score high. Then we're going to look at how does the description match what we actually got. It's going to be a 50 point total. That is the max score. Now, the shipping on this was amazing. The packaging was absolutely horrible. They've got it rolled up in shrink wrap. Now, when you're shipping 500 of these, there's some weight here. It shipped in priority, but as you can see, we've already got the bag busted right here. Not only is this one starting to bust, I ordered 2 of them, one just for my pleasure, and as you can see, it has completely split open. They come open in the box and they's rattling around. I'm not the biggest fan of their packaging. To me, if you're going to ship this, I would use a heavy Mylar bag. Now, I know Mylar is expensive, but it would prevent this. So let's go a little into the description. We already know I'm not as thrilled with the packaging. So the packaging received a low score, but this shipped to me come in 2 days. That's right, everybody. I ordered this the 4th. I received it today. So that really makes up. And packaging only accounts for 5 points of the score. So does shipping, 5 points. So the packaging isn't as important. I am very happy with the shipping. So right here, This is an eBay seller, and they also have a website. Now, their website wasn't really but about $1 cheaper than eBay. I get eBay bucks, so we bought it on eBay. Plus, this series is there good rolls and bags on eBay. So here we've got our description. TimidPenny.com. 500 Lincoln wheat cent pennies from 1909 to 1958. These are good quality bags of wheat pennies. Stop wasting money on bags of only 40s and 50s. We want happy returning customers. We guarantee customer satisfaction. Let's be honest. You probably won't find that 1909 SVDB in these, or any bag or roll on eBay. You just won't. You will find a great mix of dates, possibly the best available on eBay. We specialize in Lincoln wheat cents. We do not sort through these pennies. We have too many. When we open a 5,000 count bag, we sift through a couple handfuls. If we don't see any teens or 20s, we add some, a good amount. We guarantee teens and 20s in every bag. We have sold hundreds of these bags. Read through our customer feedback, then give our bags a try. These coins are mostly circulated, and we never sort or pick anything out before sending. These are a lot of fun to go through, especially for anyone trying to complete a folder. These make amazing gifts. We do not guarantee key or semi-key dates. These coins are rare for a reason and are difficult to find. But there is a possibility, and it has happened on occasion. Good luck and happy hunting. So, basically what I expect off this is mostly commons, but I want a wide variety of dates and mint marks. That's what I'm expecting. And yes, he's right. I do not expect semi-key dates or key dates. But what I would like to see out of this is a few varieties. If we can get a few varieties, I really believe these hasn't been picked through. Then again, there's always a possibility that you won't get one. That's why I ordered 2 bags. I'm really looking for varieties. Out of 10 rolls, I should find a few varieties. Now, not to say it will happen, but there is a better chance. So guys, a little on the description, a little on exactly what we're looking for in the scoring. Next, I'm going to open these up. I'm going to show you a few of them in each of them. We'll pull some random ones out, and then I'll cut the video. I'll have each date and mint mark separated, so we'll get a good idea of exactly if the description fits this bag. So, we'll see you back here soon, guys. Enough talking. Let's go through some wheat cents. All right, guys. Let's break bag. So this shouldn't be too hard to get into. I had already seen a split in it. And what we're going to do is just pour a few of these out. I'm going to go through a few dates with y'all. Already I see we got a stilly. And it's going to take me a long time to sort because I'm going by every year, every mint mark, all the way down from teens to 50s. P, D, and S will all be separated by year and mint mark. Why? Because I'm searching these for even minor double die varieties and minor RPMs. So I really want to make it a lot easier on me and take the time to separate. So let's just dig a few of these and see what we got. See if we can't zoom in. First one, 1944, 1957 Denver. Maybe we've got an older one here. 1945, 1956, 1956 Denver, 1946 Denver, 1953 Denver, and 1947 San Francisco. Gotta love the San Frans. We've got 1942 Denver, 1956. We have a very chewed 1942, 1953 Denver, 1952 Denver, a environmental damaged 1945. So far, not seeing none of those older dates, but that doesn't mean they're not in here. I don't expect no more than 20% of teens, 20s, and 30s. So 41, 58, 1939, 44. So we got our first 30s. 57 Denver, 44. 50. 44. 49 Denver, and a 44. Like I said, I did see, and I do believe I see a few Stillies in here. 1943 still with environmental damage. We're going to go through another load, and then I'm going to go through the arduous task of getting these all separated out so y'all really get an idea of what we've got in here. 44, 26, there's a 20. So there is an older one. 1955, 1944, 49 Denver, 58 Denver. I'm not seeing a lot of San Francisco in here. 1937, so there's us a 30s. 1946, San Francisco. Well, there's a San Francisco. Boy, I love speaking too soon, guys. 1942, 1950 Denver, 46, 52 Denver, a 57 Denver, a really nice 1957 Denver. Now, I really like that condition. That would be AU to mint state condition. It would be a red-brown. I'll have to get it under the scope. Hopefully it ain't beat around too much, but that is a really nice looking Lincoln scent. So that's really cool. And a 1944 Denver. So guys, now you've kindly seen what it is. We did get a few 30s, 120. Like I said, I don't expect a whole lot in the earlier dates. You got to understand, I'm looking for 20% in the teens, 20s, and 30s. So I figure 80% of these will be 40s and 50s. We'll have to wait and see. I will definitely bring you back as soon as I get all of this sorted out. This is going to take a while. So I'll either see you later tonight or early in the morning. Until then, hold it down. We'll be back soon. As promised, everybody, we are back and the separation is done. That's right, we finished in only an hour and a half. Not too shabby if I say so myself. And as y'all can see, the bulk is in 40s and 50s. But we did get 30s, 20s, and teens all mixed in this lot. Now, the most of what we got per single is 1944 and 1941, which I'm okay with that, especially 41 is one I really look for. There is some nice double dive verses in the 1941. So, what can we say about the mix? We did get as specified, although we didn't quite get the 20% I was hoping for. There is a decent mix. I do know that it's mostly going to be 40s and 50s. Now, this represents Philly, Denver, San Francisco. Philly, Denver, San Francisco. I would have liked to have had more San Francisco mixed in this lot. The majority was Philly and Denver, but Denver definitely being a oddball mint mark and one that I can search for RPMs, we did have a good variety of mint marks. So I'm okay with that too. Now, it's not going to score as high on the variety because there was less pre-40s than I'd originally expected, and there was less San Franciscos than I originally expected. but overall a decent mix for 10 rolls of wheat cents. Now, can we find any varieties? That's where the big score is going to come in at. This is a lot to search. I would really, really love to find one of the 1941 DDOs. That would really make my day. So now I have another task ahead of me. You see the cents? When you come back, hopefully we'll have a line and flips to be able to show you what we've found out of this. And yet again, this is all by year and mint mark. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. 40D, 41D, 42D, no 43D, 44D. So it's all separated by year and mint mark. The one good thing I can say is we were not overloaded in steel cents. Because of the corrosion and environmental damage, these that have spent any time outside not in the perfect conditions, meaning where air and moisture can get to them, most of them has major environmental damage or they've been replated. So I was really happy not to be overloaded in steel cents. They're not my favorite out of the bunch, but let me get this shut down and let me get to searching. We'll see you back here soon, everybody. Hopefully not with the wrap up. All right, everybody. I'm just inserting this. I want everybody to know this is not the first bag. This is the second bag that I've opened. I am now processing it. Done it just basically for fun, my own personal pleasure. I've already found 2 absolutely, positively amazing finds. And just to show you, this is the second bag. I want y'all to see this before you see the scoring on the first bag, because yet again, this is absolutely amazing. I'm really in disbelief. If I would have opened this bag instead of the other one, the scoring would be much different. I do believe this is completely unsearched as far as this seller has not searched them. That they buy them in lots, they bag them, they sell them. Yet again, if I would have saw this, if I would have opened this bag, the scoring would be much, much, much different. Much higher than the original score. But I want to show y'all just 2 of the finds I found as of yet. And guys, I ain't checked but a few of them. So here's what we have. I found one of the biggest lamination errors that I have seen. What we have here is a major, major lamination. As you can see, it peeled right there. It has peeled over 85% of this off. Look at that lamination, guys. This is a major error. So here we have one of the nicest lamination peels I have ever seen. A 1941, and I still haven't checked it for a double die. Do you know how awesome that would be to get a 1941 85% lamination peel double die? But hey, let's go into what else I found. Now this is not what I consider a minor variety. I found something else already. So let's kindly zoom in here. Yet again, guys, this is bag 2. This is not where the scoring come from. I have just now started opening bag number 2, but here we go. Look at there, guys. We found a double die. See here on the E? Now, unfortunately, as you can see, yet again, it's got some circulation to it. Let's move her on over. Look at God. Let's see if I can't get you in close. Right there. See it right there? All the way around the G, all the way around the D, the O. Look at the I and the N. Look at that, guys. Ain't that absolutely just... I'm stunned. Let's see if we can't brighten this up to get you a better picture. Oh, too bright, too bright. There we go. but we found a double die in bag number 2. So, just saying, if this would have been the bag I'd reviewed, it would be a much different score. Wow. I just wanted to bring y'all in before I done y'all see the wrap up on bag number 1 to let you know that if I would have got this one, it would have scored much differently than what the original did. So yes, we found a good seller on eBay, and I'm probably going to buy another 2 or 3 bags tomorrow. I've enjoyed these that much. But enough with that. I'm going to shut this down. This is going to add another 4 or 5 minutes to my already long video. I really, really hope y'all's enjoyed this. It's been a really fun hunt. Bag 2 has been much better than bag 1. Nope. This 41 is not a double die, unfortunately. Boy, that would be so cool. But I'm going to shut this down, guys. Y'all get to see the wrap up. You'll get to see the finished product. I really hope you enjoy it. When I leave a link, if you enjoy coin roll hunting, you enjoy the thrill of the hunt, pick one of these up. It's definitely been worth my time. Disclaimer, you may not get what I get. Every bag is different. As y'all saw what came off the first bag, minor varieties. Second bag, major error, major variety. So every bag will be different, but so far, I've enjoyed this. All right, we'll see you back here soon, treasure seekers. Well, wasn't that an adventure in itself? So guys, we're coming back with the wrap up, but as you can plainly see, we do have the microscope out. So we did find some varieties. Minor varieties, yes, but we did find some. So what I'm going to do here is get my light set up, and I'm going to try to show you some of the varieties we found. We're going to talk about the score and condition, and we're going to let this one be done. So, first off, we have, if I can get it under the scope, there we go, a 1956. Now, I'm just checking to make sure this is the one that I think it is, and it is. What we have here is a 1956 DDO. That's right, guys. This is actually a double die. As I've got it zoomed in, if you can see right here in the eyeball, right there, double eyelid. This is a double die verse, number 14. Very minor, but really cool. I really like the double eyelid, double dies. I was really surprised to find this. The problem is the condition. This is more than likely along the very fine area. It has some wear and it has seen some circulation damage, but still a cool find. Moving on. And I'm sorry guys, I had to check these to make sure I'm on the right error because I found a few. A 1944, this works out really good. And what do we have? Another double eyelid. Another double die verse right here. This is a WDDO number 8. I did, however, find another double eyelid that was in immaculate condition and wasn't paying attention and threw it in with my discard bags. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going through all those again. So it'll be there if I ever sell these for somebody else to find. But I did find another double eyelid in immaculate condition, at least an XF45. And that's what I'm really looking for. This one, yet again, has some circulation wear. I promise, that is it on the double eyelids. Next, we have a 1957D. And what this is a minor RPM. Now this one's going to be a bit harder to see. Right here on the D, at the very bottom of the D, right here we have splits in the serifs, indicating a very, there we go. This is
in my opinion, a very minor RPM. Now, I'm not for sure which one it is because of circulation wear. That being said, I doubt I could ever tag it down. A lot of these, your die markers is polish lines and die cracks, and especially the polish lines. Well, you lose that on a war coin. If it's not a very prominent RPM and it's just one with splits in the ceres, they are very, very hard to identify if they're not BU. This one isn't. This yet again is in the very fine region and may even be a little less than that, but it is a minor RPM. It is a variety. Next, I believe we have something a little different. Nope, pulled the wrong one. So we have another 1957D and another minor RPM. Same place, splitting at the bottom of the ceres. See the camel hump there? So we found another one that I really can't identify. Yet again, nice circulated condition. So I'm not even going to try to look this one up. But not too unhappy with that. Next. Yeah, that's right, guys. There is still a few next. We have a 1958. And I believe, yep, boy, ain't I pulled them right. We have exactly the same thing. Another minor RPM. And yet again, what I'm seeing is splits at the bottom of the serif. Right there. However, so slightly, they are easily told. And I'll show you how I can tell after I finish with my search. Next, we have a 1956. And this is a BIE error. What this is a die break in between the B and the E, causing an extra piece of metal to come in between the die break. This is called a BIE error. I could go on cuts on coins, and I could probably pin this one down just by the looks very easily. Unfortunately, the condition. Now, I generally put up all BIEs. I'll generally put up all double dies. So I'll attribute these afterwards. I probably should have done it. It's just I spent so much time looking for two of the RPMs, knowing that I probably wasn't going to be able to attribute them. So I'll go through later and attribute them. Now we have a 1955 Denver. And what do we have? Another BIE. This is a really sufficient. Big problem with this one. This is a damaged coin. Therefore, I will throw this one back in circulation. BIEs are generally easier to find. I don't have a problem finding them, but that absolutely kills it. So I won't be saving this one. Now, yet again, I found another double eyelid, guys. One that was in immaculate condition that went back in the drop pile. I also found what I believe to be a lamination peel. I couldn't quite completely pin it down, so I dropped it back in. I do believe I did find a lamination error, but I want to show you real quick a demint mark, a few of them anyway, to see that there is no splits. There we go. There's a pretty one. On this, as you can see, how bold and how struck it is. There's no splits here in the bottom of the serif like the others. That's a really easy way of telling your RPMs. So, let's go ahead and do this wrap up and get y'all a score. What we're looking at, and there was 7 varieties that I found. Possibly 8 varieties and 1 error. I really, really hate that I threw the lamination back, and I really definitely hate that I threw that double eyelid away. But We found 7 varieties, possibly 8, more than likely 8, and 1 error. And I'm going to show you something. That's all the bags. This is every one of them out of that hole. So there was quite a few cents in here. Really? I can't complain. Now the score is kindly low and there's a few reasons. This disclaimer was not a bad bag. It was not horrible. I did enjoy it. I will do another one. I do have another one. I am excited to do another one. The score is kindly low. Mix of date and mint marks, it got a 6 out of a total of 10. Now, it got a 6 because of a little less of the older dates and a little light on the San Francisco. So I took 2 points off that for both of those. I'm not complaining with the mix. Not at all. Packaging, a 1. That killed it. This thin plastic wrap package, that I do not like this. I do not like this, Sam. I do not like this plastic wrap. I've had both bags busted. This one had busted and just not leaked yet. The other one had busted and leaked. I'm not a big fan of this. So it got a 1 out of 5. This killed it. Their picture on their website shows it in a Mylar bag. I want it in a Mylar bag. I'm not complaining. I just don't like the packaging. Shipping. Got a 5 out of a 5. I received this in 2 days. Your experiences may be different. Varieties. Got a 6 out of a 10. I found 7. I found 8 varieties and possible 1 error. I cannot complain about that. Even if minor varieties, that makes me feel that I got an unsearched bag of wheat cents. Either that, or they just threw these in because of condition. I would say they went in somebody's collection, went out because of condition. At least I know this seller isn't picking through, finding the minor varieties, selling them separate, or putting them up for himself and then selling me the leftovers. I've had that way too much. And you can tell when it happens. Trust me. Now, these don't bring a whole lot of extra premium. I'm going to say maybe 20, 30 cents per coin. So it's not nothing that's astronomical. Condition, got a 5 out of a 10. Most of these was a very fine condition. They was right on the verge of, really some of them was beat up, damaged. I had some cut coins in there. I'm not complaining. The seller did label these as circulated condition. This is one of the better ones. But we had a lot with some environmental damage, some cuts, some bends. See, this one had been treated horribly here. So, on condition, he got a 5. That's not horrible. Description and how his description matched what I received. I had to give him a 7. His description's spot on. If I would have, yet again, went back to the mix of date and mint mark, got a little more older and a little more, both of those would have shot way up. So, our total score, and y'all can check every bit of this in the description, is a 24 out of 50. Not horrible. Yet again, let me tell everybody, I will buy this one again. I actually liked it. I've seen much, much, much worse. It gave me something to do. It was really fun to go through, guys. So with that, the wrap-up is over. What do we do next? I've got it. How about another eBay roll review? And guys, the next one will not be this long. I won't have a whole 3.5 pounds of pennies to go through. So, until next time, may your pans be full, your smiles be golden, your clouds be silver lined, and your pennies be copper. Remember, smash that like button, guys. It really helps me a ton. And until next adventure, y'all stay golden.